Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for being here again. Now let's just begin to settle in on our bolster, nice and comfy, calming the energy. If you don't have a bolster, you can use a cushion to sit on. Just keep those hips above the knees. Open up the chest, relax the shoulders back and down. Elevate spine to the crown of your head. Begin to notice the breath as it comes in and out of the nostrils. And just notice the pattern of your breath this morning. We can bring a little bit more ease and softness to the body as you breathe in and out. You could just bring that breath into the belly. Allow it to be soft and gentle. If your eyes are still open, I invite you here to close your eyes. You take the hands to Chi Mudra, Gaya Mudra, index finger to thumb, and the other three fingers extended, back of the hand resting on top of the leg. And just gently move into a space of complete stillness as you bring the gaze right between the center of the eyebrows. Soft and gentle gaze. Eyes rolled up and in, as though you're looking at the back of the forehead. And stay with the breath. And let's see how long we can really center this one-pointed focus. Observing the mind space. Not attaching to any thought, ideas, whatever's streaming in, just observing the play like a movie and release. And just gently clearing the mind, using that breath as your guide. Invitation to use the mantra Soham, which means I am that. Soham. You can hum it to yourself, you can chant it, or you can mentally just say it to yourself. Inhale for soul. Exhale for hum. If you lose your focus, just come back to that third eye gaze, come back to the breath and to the mantra. Let's take two more. And now you release the mantra. Keep the eyes closed. Bring the palms together to heart center as you release the mantra. And thanks. And then begin to rub the hands together as fast as you can. Giving some fire in the palm, a bit of heat. Keep those eyes closed. Keep breathing. Whenever you're ready, take the hands, cup them over the eyes. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. And so we release the hands from the face. Keep the gaze down at first before you bring it up. Just looking down and then inhale, bring that gaze up. And exhale, just put your legs up, bring the opposite leg forward. Let's come back to a seated posture. Take the bolster or the cushion and just slide it from underneath your bottom. And just come flat to your mat. So it's best to be flat here for this cat-cow movement that we're going to be doing, almost like a Kundalini Kriya. Just going to wake up the spinal cord just a little bit, and palms to the knees. So you're going to start out really slow, right? So inhale, lift the heart up. And exhale, round it back. And take the chin down, round through the upper back here. Inhale, lift the heart open. Exhale, rounding out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Going a little bit faster. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let's go a little bit faster. Three more. Slow it down. Keep rounding through the upper back here, keeping that cat pose. And then inhale, slowly bring the heart open. And lift that gaze up. And exhale takes you into a neutral spine. And this grounding energy again, just coming into stillness. Palms resting on the knees, shoulders relaxed. Notice the shift in the energy. Now you're ready. On your next exhale, take the head over to the right. So you can just softly and gently come down with the head. Maybe you take that right hand to the side of the head. Just you need to go a little bit further with that stretch. Just gently pull. Soft, gentle, gentle, gentle. Option to gently tilt the chin down. Inhale, bring it back, center. Exhale, over the side. Take a breath in and exhale to gently tilt the head, the chin. Slowly, breath in. And out. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale to circle the head back. Bringing it forward and down. Just rolling out the neck. Next time we come forward, let's switch direction, come the opposite way. And bring that head down. Feel the stretch at the back of the neck. Inhale to lift the head up. Take a breath. Exhale. Empty the lungs completely. Pull that belly in towards the spine. And then inhale, breathe in, full breath. Pause here. Exhale slowly and gently all the way out. Empty the lungs like you're pulling that belly all the way in towards the spine, and then pause. Retain the breath. Inhale, full breath, slowly control the breath. Retain the breath. Exhale, slowly, gently release all the way out. Change the breath. Let's do one more inhale, full breath on the way up. Retain. And exhale all the way out. Retain the breath here. And come back to your regular breath in and out. All right. Let's extend the joints forward. Legs extend, toes flex. Just point and flex your toes, roll out your ankles. Coming into a seated fold here. So keep your bolster closed option here. If you have like a blanket, you can gently fold that blanket and sit up on the blanket. That helps support the hips and the lower back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Just get some opening here in the chest, softness in the shoulders, and bring it forward. And whenever you're ready, breath in and exhale, come into a fold. Now you're compressing along the spine, not lengthening like you would in your vinyasa practice. So this is more restorative. So you just gently rolling out softly. You take the head down. Bring the chin towards the chest, not tuck it tight, just to find that alignment in the back of the neck. If you have your bolster, you can take your bolster to the forehead. And you can just be here. Notice if there's any tension in your shoulders. And find that softness in the shoulders. If you feel like laying on the bolster, that's also an option to lay on the bolster. So just notice energetically what is showing up for you here. You check in. Option 2, bend into those knees softly. If you need to support the hamstrings. Now engage your four-part breathing. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Allow this to be effortless. Just use it for concentration. And if you can melt a little bit more into the posture, find a little bit more softness with your release. And you only pause in for a complete second or two. And as you pause on that inhale, just notice the expansiveness. And as you exhale and pause, just melt into that space. Allow the body to be still. We will journey here for 5 more breaths. And now let's slowly and gently release. Take your palms to the earth if you're not on the mat. And then press up. Come into that long spine first. Engage the belly. And then bring the shoulders back to align with the hips. Roll those shoulders back and down. And take the bolster to one side for a moment if you have that. Bend into the knees. Let's come into reverse tabletop here. Take the palms behind the hips. Roll those shoulders back and down. Round through the palm. Activate the core. And when you're ready, inhale, lift those hips up off the mat. Squeeze in the buttocks here. Bring the gaze up to the sky. Breathe in. And out. Do not collapse the head between the shoulders, but with intention, just looking up towards the sky. One more breath in. Exhale, let's come back down to the earth. We're going to come into dare pose, coming to the left first. So take that left foot to the inside of that right leg. And the right leg comes back, soft through the ankles. Option to even take your blanket under the ankles. Too much for you here. You can find this adjustment to support you. And turn the body towards that left thigh, torso towards the thigh. Whenever you're ready, softly and gently, just walk the hands forward. Maybe you come to the forearm. Maybe you're only here. Maybe you're all the way down. Another thing I like to do here is use the block in my forehead sometimes. This also helps stimulate the third eye chakra. Notice where you're holding on to any tension here. Where's the tension? Feel through the body. Do a nice scan of the body. Return to your 4-part breathing. And again, use that breath to soften. To move into the space of stillness. Make any adjustment that you need here. If you feel any tingling, any pain, any uncomfortable numbness, please make adjustments in the posture. Maybe you've gone too far down and need to bring it up a little bit. Just adjust what's needed so you can be comfortable and really get the benefit of the postures. These yin postures work a little different than the vinyasa or even the hatha postures because it's not so much about stretching but more about compression, which allows the work to go beyond, the muscles and really move into your ligaments and your joints. Really working through the energetic body, through the meridian points, the end of the body, just really supporting your organs. We're going to journey here for 5 more breaths. Now let's slowly and gently begin to press out of the rib bones to the mat. Go to the organ and press up first through here. Exhale, let's walk it in, coming back to center. I'm gonna do my favorite little drill. Just gonna get into those hips a little bit more before we come out fully. So bring that right knee up. And bring it down. Ooh. All right, let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale down. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. See if we can lift the foot up for a moment. We can press the palms into the earth here, just to ground that energy. Lift the foot up off the mat. And exhale down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more. Inhale, breathe up. And exhale. And let's bring it back to the center. Bring both feet to the mat here. Take the palms behind you. And let's just windshield washer those knees. Just come from side to side. Take as many as you need. Create the balance. Same amount on each side. Whenever you're ready, let's come to the opposite side. So this time, right foot inside of the left. soft through that back leg again. Just again, if you need that support, find it. Sometimes I like to do it. It depends on the day because every day yoga is a different day. Some days you feel like yes, open and so flexible. And other days the body is fatigued. You know, emotional things can also create an impact on how you're feeling physically. So, and again, same alignment here. Check in, torso, thigh, and then slowly and gently come into the posture. Grab all your tools, bring it with you if you need it. Take your time to find what works here for you, because this is a different side of the body now. So now we're working with the right side of the body. And we're balancing out that feminine and masculine energy. And as you slowly return to focusing on the breath, slowly move into your edge, right? So if you need to make any more adjustments, just do so. And as you find your edge here, you can be still. Return to that 4-part breathing. Inhale, pause. And exhale, pause. And just softly and gently allow yourself to release any of the tension that's in there. And allowing the breath to guide you. And softening and release. The beautiful thing with yin practice is such a deep release. Really, in an energetic, emotional level as well. It really brings you into this space of surrender. And just making that space energetically to release what no longer serves. So you notice those emotional feelings coming up, right? The space where things make cloud. Just allow it to pass through, right? Allow the emotions to pass through. Same way the clouds would pass through in the sky. But now remember also that there is intelligence in these emotions as far as showing us ourselves. And so if something needs to be explored or observed a little bit more, I invite you to honor that. Feel it all the way through and then release. One of the mantras that I personally like to use, not just when I'm doing yin, but honestly all the time, is I find myself always releasing things. Is I bless and release what no longer serves I. I bless and release what no longer serves I. I bless and release what no longer serves I. Journey here for 5 more breaths. Excuse me. And if you're complete, if you've cycled through, slowly press up and walk it. Coming back to that space of center. I'm going to do that little drill on this side again, right? So inhale and lift me up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Palms to the earth. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Just one more. Bring it up. And exhale down. And now let's take the windshield washers, feet to the earth. And just, again, side to side. All right, coming back to center. Let's cross here at the ankles and make our way to tabletop. Or you can just come into tabletop. You don't have to do it any fancy way. We're coming onto all fours. Let's take some cat cows here. Knees hip distance apart, knee aligned with the hip. Legs are apart. If you look between your legs and you can see your feet, bring them to come to align with the thighs. So bring them behind your thighs. Externally rotate through the arms so you're pressing these elbows towards each other. Forearms forward. Keep the spine long and inhale to find your cockles. Drop your belly, lift the heart open. Maybe you tuck the toes here. And exhale, let's find cat rounding through the upper back. Take the chin to the chest. Pressing the earth away from you to hold tough. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And again, maybe you want to tuck the toes as you press the earth away from you. Inhale, cow. Keep that external rotation in the arm. And exhale for cat. Rounding through the upper back. Let's take a couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come into a neutral spine. I'm going to flow into down dog from here. Optional. Just for a moment. Hiking up through the tailbone. Tuck your toes. Rotate spine. Move down through the palm. Again, that external rotation through the earth. Engage the belly. Option to bend into the knees here, supporting the hamstrings. Notice that belly is puffing out, bring it in. Move down through the palms and just gently sway the hips from side to side. Just tiny sways, tiny sways. Maybe you shake the head up. Then on your next exhale, let's come back to our tabletop. Breath in. Exhale, let's take melting heart. Walk the palms forward. Take the chest towards the earth. Keep the buttocks lifted. The knee is in line with the ankle, right? Now, if this doesn't feel good for you, you can take it forward a bit and it comes down. Or you can bring the knees a little bit wider. and the center. And so as we breathe here, the chest is melting towards the earth, softly and gently. Buttocks is lifted, tailbone is lifted, forehead is to the mat. Now, if vinyasa, some people bring the chair, and I see them do it in here too, to the mat, because that feels best for them. But we want to really keep a nice light energy here on the spine. So if you feel like coming to the chin, you can. Otherwise, let's just work on bringing the forehead here. Releasing all that tension from the lower back. Let's do a quick scan of the spine. And then there's a sensation in the neck and shoulders. Return to your 4-part breath. Inhale and pause. And exhale, pause. And we're going to slowly release this posture. And then we'll press up. And walk those hands in. Back to that tabletop, around through the upper back, coming into that cat pose. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, take that right arm underneath the chest, and let's just rest here. Breath in and out. Inhale. And exhale, let's release, palm to the mat. Let's come to the opposite side. Breath in. Exhale, coming down. Onto the left shoulder, take that left arm over the chest and breathe in. And out. Inhale. And exhale, let's press up. Take a breath in. Exhale, send the hips back. Let's come into child's pose. Option 2, widen the knees a little bit more here. Take the arms forward. Soften your shoulders, relax. Maybe rock your head from side to side just to find a nice space of ease, and then you settle into stillness. Return to your 4-part breath. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. And see how much more you can soften here as we breathe in and out. 5 more breaths. Once you're complete, take a breath in and out. Exhale, let's walk the hands over to the right. And softly coming to the right, maybe that left palm on top of the right. Maybe you just bring the arm by the knee a little bit and just find a stretch here. Inhale. Exhale, let's come to the opposite side. Inhale to press up. Come back to the center, tuck your toes. Let's take another downward dog. Lift those hips up and root down to the palm. coming into pigeon from here, coming into a half pigeon. So let's begin to pedal out our feet. Notice the arms, keep those arms externally rotated. Keep that belly engaged. Let's take a couple more. And whenever you're ready, activate through the core. Inhale, float your left leg up. And exhale, let's bring it to a half pigeon. Take that left knee in front of the wrist, right leg coming down. Walk that right leg back, extend through the leg. Find that heel to hip alignment. So the hips are squared in the front. And softly and gently, and come down to the forearms. You can use your block here. And you can use your bolster. Or your cushion, whatever you have accessible to you. And so notice if you're dumping this right hip down to the earth. You want to keep that hip up, right? So option 2, here's my blanket. You can use your blanket as a little cushion underneath that hip, right? Just to keep it nice and propped up. And softly just easing into this space of rest. Allow the body to breathe. And again, just scanning, noticing where you may need a little bit more softness. And just using that breath to breathe into that space. As you come into your edge, allow yourself to find the stillness. Centered in your breath. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Now, let's observe the heart space once again. And back to feelings. Feeling all your feelings. Releasing what doesn't serve you in this moment. We need to make that space energetically. We need to create that space so we can align with our abundance, what's really meant to be. Things get old and stale, and so it's nice to declutter energetically. Same way you declutter your closet in the spring or your house, you know. Same energy, same concept of just decluttering energetically the heart. And it's amazing how when you do that work energetically, it really transmutes the energy within your body and even your mind. Your mind becomes clearer. That cloudiness is not so present. You're able to think clearly through the emotions, right? And just allow the emotions to guide you so you don't have to be reactionary to it. You can observe it. Okay, I see you. I feel you too. And you work through that, you know, responsively. Responding, not reacting. We're going to journey here for 3 more breaths. If you cycle through those 3 breaths already, then we can press up. Coming up, release your little prop if you had that there. Lift the chest open first. Heart open, breath inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. And now exhale, let's take those palms to the earth. Let's set up here. Shoulders will align with wrists. Once you tuck your toes, coming up off of that back knee. Let's slide that left leg through. We're only here for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Let's take it to down dog. Pedal out your feet once again. Whenever you're ready, inhale to flow, right leg coming up. Exhale, let's guide it forward in front of the right wrist. Left leg extends back. Begin to observe the difference from this side, right? Because now you're balancing that masculine side of the body. Open heart, yang. Exhale to yin. Softly and gently come back to the earth. Surrendering here. And again, propping up yourself however you need to, with the awareness that this side of the body may feel different. And just honor what's showing up here. Excuse me. And again, slowly easing into this space of stillness. Stillness. Soft breath, inhale, pause. And exhale, pause. And so just keep feeling through what's happening on this side of the body. Notice where you're holding on to the tension. Maybe it's in your face. Maybe you can just give yourself a nice little smile here. Just smile at yourself. And soften the energy up. And move into the space of stillness. Inhale, pause. And exhale, pause. And so you notice when you do that work to release the things, that energetic work, right, to create release and openness, expansiveness, you find that you become clearer in the mind. And so when the thoughts arrive, you can distinguish those thoughts as well, like fiction, truth. You know, what story is true or not. Because what you give power to in the mind is going to show up energetically in the body. Those thoughts, those going to show up as emotion, probably show up as physical pain, but it will show up. But the space that's created from doing that energetic release allows you to really attract the things that are going to call you to be more in alignment with your true self, with your true purpose. And for that to happen, you must be honest with yourself. So this releasing work calls for honesty and trust, surrender. And so I've been practicing minimalism in my life, really, just minimalizing as much as I can. I don't need it. If I haven't worn it, use it, it can go, you know. And it's the same thing with the emotion, very minimalistic. I feel everything and I feel things in such an empath. I feel things always at a deeper level. And sometimes I realize it stays longer than it needs to. So it's not that I cannot feel, but do I need to keep holding on to this feeling if it's not serving me? And then so how can I shift? You know? And just balancing now here, 4 and 3 more breath. If you need to stay longer, you should honor that for yourself. And whenever you are complete, we can softly release by pressing up. Open up the heart here. Release all the thoughts. Give yourself some space. And whenever you're ready, again, check in with those arms. Still rotate through the arms. Tuck the back toes, press up. And extend. Just stretching it out one more. And exhale, let's take it to down. Breathe in. And exhale, let's walk the hands back here for a moment. And let's softly come into a downward fold. You can bend into the knees. It can be deep bend or soft gentle bend. Activate the belly. And release the head down. Option to just be still here, option to sway from side to side, and then come into stillness. And so just release whatever remnants or whatever it needs to do today. See it rolling down your back, off your shoulders, and onto the mat, to your sanctuary. Thank you. There you go. Like a waterfall, just washing away all the things, all the things, all the things. And one more breath in. And exhale, let's come into a squat. Just bring the buttocks down, rock from side to side. And now we're going to come onto our backs. So just spin around onto your back, come to the mat, bring your knees to the chest, rock from side to side. And exhale, knees to the right, softly and gently coming down to the right with both knees. Tee out the arms here, or we can maybe cactus your arms, softly bending into the elbows. Keep those elbows in alignment with the shoulders. We can gaze over to the left or up to the sky, or up to the ceiling in our case. And then bring it back to center. Let's rock from side to side just to integrate. And then we take it over to the opposite side. And just notice both shoulder blades are softly resting into the earth. Take one more breath in. And exhale. Let's bring it back to the center. Come into Shavasana. Extend the legs. Option to take pentacle by bringing the arms up. Not too much, maybe a 45, a nice 45 degree with the arms, shoulders relaxed, chest is open, legs are apart, a little bit wider than hip distance apart. I like to come sometimes as wide as a mat, really taking up that space because I'm expansive. And softly breathe, inhale and exhale. Just allow the body to completely go into deeper rest here. Deep breath. Deep breath. Relax. Times those feelings just won't go away. When you find that happening, I invite you to move deeper into love, self-love. Allow yourself to fall into the love. Whenever you're ready, exhale softly, bring movement to the fingers and the toes. Draw out the ankles and the wrists. Take a nice full body stretch. Reach the arms overhead, extending through the legs. And exhale is going to take the knees into the chest and just giving yourself a nice tight squeeze. And whenever you're ready, roll onto one side and press up to meet me in a seated posture. And then come into Sukhasana to your seated posture. And let's take a full breath. Inhale, palms to the knees, up the spine. Open out, exhale. Feel that energy up. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to our center. Let's take one more full breath in. And open out, exhale. Let's gently bow to yourself.